open and catch the ball.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Taylor will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man to the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Taylor. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road? It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 6-0 our score after 1. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Taylor. Out quickly to Jeudy.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To try again after the sack. Taylor. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Back to throw. Taylor. And that is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. High throw, but he makes the catch. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kevin Pierre-Louis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Shaquille Griffin, former Seahawk, up to make the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And his throw is incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pollard
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover. In the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard punching it in from a yard away. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. This one complete. It's Isaiah Wright. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor, that's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Taylor. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Now Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's got Mason, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Taylor. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on second down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And it'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Lawrence to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 1st down, Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Taylor. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, here's Taylor. Taylor hit, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was from.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Houston.
first down. Pollard, space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd and a yard, Taylor, and he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, you have to be careful. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Henry Ruggs. Yards, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long, it's Taylor. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And that's complete to Cooks. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 51 yards. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brent.
And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Taylor's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Play action, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Taylor. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Taylor will throw again. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down.
5 yards remain on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Taylor. And Cooks has it over the middle. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Taylor. One last shot at the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot for Taylor. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jags, it's a victory in the debuts of Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer, 2 guys whose fortunes will certainly be linked the next few years. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.